Peace, peace. Greetings to you all. It's your brother Naheem. Some of you know me as Lord Abba. Some of you know me as Sheik L, aka Mr. Just the Facts. This is the launch of the Be the Power live stream. I got my brother Josh Grayel on with me. We just doing a quick, brief test run to see if this thing works. Brother Josh, introduce yourself.
Peace, peace. It's Josh Gray L out of the DC area. This is with my brother Lord Abba, man. We've been rocking together for a while. And it's a lot of things been going on behind the scenes. And we got some special things that we want to bring to the people.
Definitely, definitely. So the purpose of this particular live stream is so that we can be the power. Let's just start there real quick. Be the power is a concept that came up a few years ago. Me and my brother Where L debate about who actually started be don't just fight the power, become the power. But it is a concept that stems from the fact that people are always complaining about what the government does and all of the different things that we've complained about over the years. I know I used to be in the pool of those who complain. So one of the things that I learned was that through through a political education, a proper political education, we could become the power as opposed to just being people at the bottom. Um, and basically, this is how this idea was born, and this is what this live stream is going to be dedicated to: becoming the power, talking about politics, our place thereof. We're gonna set up phone lines real soon. We're going to invite people to call in that have their questions, comments, if they want to debate it, so long as they're respectful. Y'all know me. I love swinging that sword. So definitely, brother Gray L. Did you have anything you wanted to add on?
Yeah, be the power, man. I mean, what else do you need to add to that? Yes, I think it speaks for itself. But I think people need to be able to get the tools to build themselves up so they actually can be the power. It's not just about uh, talking about it. It's not just about a belief or some type of superiority. It's about equipping yourself with the proper political education, news, how to interpret the news, how to frame things, how to reach out to people in your community around you, and how to take control of the narrative of things that's going on around you. So I mean, we can go in on every issue that we see going on in the world and have a solid understanding of what it means for us and what it means for our politics, and moving forward economically, fighting for justice. I mean, we just have so much to bring to the table, and I think there's a huge void in our community for this type of platform. So, I'm excited to be able to just have finally we can have something like that where we bring in a lot of people in to talk about it, and we can bring a lot of people into the fold.
Definitely, definitely, brother. And we're inspired by also inspired. Number one, we're inspired by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. He got our people involved in politics way back in the 1920s. He wasn't about, starting an organization based on religious isms and other spiritual isms without adding the element of political engagement, which is why many Moorish Americans in Chicago, in fact, it is the Moorish Americans are the first voting bloc formed outside of the Christian church. And we are also inspired by the ADOS movement. A large part of what we'll be discussing will be add-ons to a lot of the information that we have already insofar as the data, statistics are concerned, and the things that we need to do politically to become active. There's going to be some days where I may do a show that may not be necessarily political, in nature. We might just build on some things. I don't know if that's going to be something separate. I do, but right now we're just kind of getting our feet wet, and you know, this is what we're doing right now. We are uh, playing with this thing, tinkering with this thing to see how and what little bugs we need to fix. But so far, this is looking real good right now. And I'm looking on my phone at the setup. I was hoping some of my other brothers would get on real quick, but they were busy. So me and brother Gray L just decided to get on real, just to give us a little feel of this thing, man. And we're gonna go from here. We're gonna go from here.
Yeah, man. I mean, I kind of want to start going in on some stuff, man. Y'all don't know, man. We build on a daily basis.
Mhm.
On a daily basis, man. We able to take a lot of information and bounce it around each other and see what each other has to bring to the table as far as our perspective. And we kind of build a collective perspective that we can all agree on. And we try to see, okay, how does this benefit us? How does this hurt us? What does this mean for our situation? And how can we take the message and shape it to be for our betterment, on a daily basis. So y'all don't see. Really, I'm gonna just tell you, I think part of this show evolved out of a daily conversation. We like, man, if people could just hear our conversation, I wish we could just broadcast that.
Facts.
So, you're gonna be able to hear a lot of that. And I mean, because I'm gonna just tell you, man, some of the brothers that we have that we build with, man, the depth of knowledge is just vast. I mean, it may be some people that may not like all of us, but I promise you, pretty much everybody gives us respect, you know, and understands that at the end of the day, we have the best interest of the people at heart of our
Definitely.
people.
Definitely. I mean, I'm super excited about this thing right now. And I don't know if I shared it on my other page. I'm not sure, but I would love to actually stay on the bill, but I got some food coming. Oh, I got some food being chefed out right now, and I'm slightly famished a little bit. I ain't
Oh
really
yeah,
get
for
my
sure.
grub on today, but and I definitely like to be prepared when we. I mean, we could talk about anything. I mean, we got Pelosi and Schumer and Lindsey Graham of all people. They don't want to do the $1,000 or $2,000 cash payments to every American. Like we got some subject that we
Hmm.
could we could talk about. I see a lot of my peoples from the hood in the building. Shout out to my man Big Rich. Shout out to my brother Lord Merk Bay, the Cannon. I see y'all. Shout out to brother Mark Jackson L. Shout out to everybody who's listening. Islam brother Bramlett Bay, I see you. Oh, we gonna bring you on here too, brother Bramlett Bay. We gonna have some good roundabout discussions on this piece as well. I'm rubbing my
Oh.
hands together for that, you know. So yeah, man. But we're gonna end it. Brother Gray L, did you have anything you wanted to say before we close out?
Nah, man, I'm just glad that we got this platform out here, man. I just gotta say, I'm glad we bringing you back. We bring you back out of retirement, Lord Apple, man.
Definitely.
Because I respected you so much for the content that you put out some years ago, man. That's how we first connected, man. I just ran into some of your content, and I was like, man, this is the brother who's actually spitting some real official stuff, man. I was going through a lot of the pseudoisms and stuff in the Moorish community, and I just was like, this is solid right here. This brother is solid. And just watching you throughout the years, I just seen, everybody didn't necessarily like it. And I couldn't figure it out, but later on, I understood, what the issue was. And but you know, uh, what the person that you are and the stuff that you have to bring to the table stands the test of time. Whereas a lot of other stuff, man, you see is fake. It's not real. You see the problems, and so I'm just glad that we're able to bring you back to the fold, man, and get you back out here live,
Oh
man,
yeah.
because the
Oh
message
yeah.
and everything
It's
you
time.
got needs to be
It,
brought
it,
to the people, bro.
it's time to build. And I just want to say, right, that a lot of people still don't like me.
Yeah.
They don't even know me. Just don't like me off the rip, but it's all good. I mean, it's a part of human nature, and when you understand the psyche of the human nature, you kind of understand it, and you can let that stuff wash over you if you want to, or you can roll your sleeves up and jump in the marsh pit with them. And I
Yeah.
just like marsh pitting sometimes. I'm gonna say it. I like marsh pitting sometimes. But
I
yeah,
feel you.
we're gonna wrap this thing up. But I mean, this looks real good. I'm looking at us through my phone, and man, this looks really, really good. This is gonna be our platform from here on out, and y'all look forward to a bunch of great content and political discussions. I believe that we bring a unique perspective to the conversation, whether it be reparations or history, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So with that said, man, look forward to it. And I'm gonna still leave y'all with the motto. Don't just fight the power, become the power, and then you'll have the power to make a change. And with that, I say peace.